You are looking at the bottom of the ocean. Sunlight cannot touch down here. Water pressure would crush most submarines, and at 11,000 meters depth, it's harder than granite. Yet life thrives in this eternal darkness. In fact, strange and creepy life. What if the strangest, most alien life forms aren't out there among the stars, but hidden right here, beneath miles of crushing water? Tonight, we dive into the abyss. Welcome back, everyone. Here, let's take a journey to the center of the Earth, specifically the Mariana Trench. At nearly 11 kilometers deep, it's the deepest part of our planet's oceans, and though humanity has explored more of the moon's surface than this inhospitable zone, we're slowly learning its secrets. The Mariana Trench gets its name from the Mariana Islands, located in the western Pacific Ocean. Its location makes it one of the most seismically active places on the planet. You see, 4 of the 5 major tectonic plates that make up the Earth's crust meet around the Mariana Islands. So, when these plates shift, it causes earthquakes and volcanic activity in the area. This plays a role in how deep the trench is. That's because the denser oceanic plate of the Pacific collides with the Philippine Sea plate, causing it to bend and plunge under the other plate in a process called subduction. This happens at a rate of about 7 centimeters per year. Yeah, you heard that right. Centimeters, not kilometers. But over millions of years, this has led to the formation of the Challenger Deep, the lowest point in the Mariana Trench and the deepest part of the ocean. Located in the New Britain Trench, it's almost 11 kilometers below sea level. To put that into perspective, if Mount Everest were placed at the bottom of the Mariana Trench, its peak would still be over 2 kilometers underwater. But don't be fooled by its position on paper. Reaching the bottom of the Mariana Trench is no easy task. Even for the U.S. Navy's state-of-the-art deep diving vessel, the Trieste, it took more than 4 hours to reach the bottom of the trench. The journey was fraught with peril, including issues with the vessel's ballast system and problems with its communications equipment, but the incredible experience was worth it. The Trieste became the first manned vessel to reach the bottom of the Mariana Trench in 1960. It marked a significant milestone in exploration and provided valuable insights into one of the least understood parts of our planet. In 1960, a bathyscaphe named Trieste reached the Challenger Deep, descending 916 meters below sea level. On board were 2 men, Jacques Piccard, a Swiss oceanographer, and Don Walsh, an American ocean engineer. The mission was fraught with challenges, including a malfunctioning ballast system that almost sank the vessel. However, the crew successfully reached the bottom of the trench and spent about 20 minutes taking measurements and collecting samples before returning to the surface. Since then, only a handful of manned missions have reached the depths of the Mariana Trench, and many more unmanned expeditions have ventured into its unforgiving depths. But despite these efforts, much of the trench remains unexplored. That's because the environment of the Mariana Trench is extremely challenging. The crushing water pressure at such depths is enough to obliterate most deep-sea vessels, and the absence of sunlight makes it impossible for plants to grow, forcing animals to rely on chemosynthesis for food. Most of the life in the Mariana Trench is found near hydrothermal vents, which are cracks in the earth that release heat and minerals from the planet's core. These vents provide the energy needed for chemosynthesis, which is a process by which bacteria convert carbon dioxide and other chemicals into organic matter. This process sustains a unique ecosystem of gentube forms, blind shrimp-like creatures, and a variety of other bizarre life forms. And yet life goes on. The deepest animal ever discovered was found in the Mariana Trench. It's a shrimp-like crustacean named the Nippon Foundation. Measuring to +3 centimeters in length, this tiny creature lives near hydrothermal vents where it feeds on bacteria. Scientists believe that the amphipod may have been able to survive in such extreme conditions thanks to a combination of genetic adaptations and behavioral traits. For example, the amphibian has genes that allow it to produce proteins that function properly at high temperatures, and it appears to be active only during the day when the temperature is at its highest. Such adaptations allow it to thrive in one of the most inhospitable environments on Earth. This leads us to an important fact. Despite its seemingly inhospitable environment, the Mariana Trench is home to a surprising amount of biodiversity. In fact, scientists estimate that as many as 10 million species may live in the trench, most of them undiscovered. Many of these species are found nowhere else on Earth, making the Mariana Trench a unique and valuable ecosystem. The harsh conditions of the Mariana Trench present a unique set of challenges for scientists who seek to study it. To reach the bottom of the trench, scientists must use specialized equipment capable of withstanding the extreme pressures and temperatures. In addition, the lack of light makes it difficult to observe the creatures that live there. However, recent advances in technology have made it possible to explore the trench in new ways. Robotic submersibles and autonomous drones have allowed scientists to collect samples and observe animals that were previously out of reach. One recent discovery made in the Mariana Trench, the Hadal Zone, which is the deepest part of the ocean. This zone is characterized by extreme cold, high pressure, and a lack of sunlight. Until recently, it was thought that no animals could survive in such harsh conditions. However, scientists have since discovered a variety of species that make their homes in the Hadal Zone. One example is the Japanese spider crab, which can grow to be over 3 meters wide and has a lifespan of up to 100 years. Another is the Mariana snailfish, which is the deepest dwelling vertebrate ever discovered. These creatures are just two examples of the many species that have been found in the Hadal Zone, which is home to a variety of bizarre and fascinating life forms. Many of these creatures have unique adaptations that allow them to survive in the harsh conditions of the deep sea. For example, some Hadal Zone animals have large eyes that allow them to see in the darkness, while others have bioluminescent bodies that they use to lure prey or communicate with each other. The discovery of these creatures has revolutionized our understanding of the deep sea and has shown that even in the most extreme environments, life can find a way to survive. The Mariana Trench is also home to a number of unusual geological features, including deep-sea trenches, canyons, and mountains. These features are the result of tectonic plate movement and volcanic activity, which also play a role in the formation of the trench itself. The movement of these plates also creates earthquakes and tsunamis in the region, making the Mariana Trench one of the most seismically active areas on Earth. Despite the challenges posed by the Mariana Trench's extreme environment, scientists continue to explore its depths to learn more about the unique creatures that live there. With advances in technology, we are able to venture deeper and stay longer than ever before. And as we continue to explore this fascinating ecosystem, we can expect to make even more incredible discoveries. Scientists have discovered some truly bizarre creatures in the Mariana Trench, from the ghostly white deep-sea hatchetfish with its huge eyes to the fangtooth, which has teeth that can grow up to 6 centimeters long. These creatures have adapted to the extreme conditions of the deep sea, including the crushing water pressure and the absence of sunlight. Some of the most famous residents of the Mariana Trench include the anglerfish, which has a bioluminescent lure that it uses to attract prey, and the gulper eel, which has a huge mouth that it can expand to engulf its prey. However, there are still many mysteries to be solved in the Mariana Trench. Scientists have yet to discover the full extent of the biodiversity there, and there is still much to learn about the unique adaptations of the creatures that live there. One of the biggest challenges facing scientists today is exploring the deepest parts of the Mariana Trench. The equipment used to explore the trench is constantly being pushed to its limits, and scientists are working hard to develop new technologies that will allow them to venture even deeper. But it's not just the animals that are fascinating in the Mariana Trench. The geological features of the trench are also a source of great interest to scientists. The Mariana Trench is one of the deepest and longest trenches in the world, and it is formed by the collision of two tectonic plates. Scientists are working hard to understand the forces that created the trench and how it is evolving over time. Despite the challenges, Scientists are excited about the future of deep-sea exploration. With new technologies, we are able to explore the deepest parts of the ocean with greater ease and precision than ever before. And as we continue to explore the Mariana Trench, we can expect to make even more incredible discoveries. But the Mariana Trench is not just a place of scientific exploration. It's also a reminder of the fragility of our planet. The deep sea is a delicate ecosystem, and human activities can have a devastating impact on it. Pollution and overfishing are just a few of the threats that face the deep sea, and it's up to us to protect it. So, what can we do to protect the Mariana Trench and other deep-sea ecosystems? One of the most important things we can do is to reduce our impact on the ocean. This means cutting down on plastic waste, reducing our carbon footprint, and supporting sustainable fishing practices. We can also support organizations that are working to protect the deep sea and encourage governments to take action. The Mariana Trench is a reminder of the beauty and wonder of our planet. It's a place where life finds a way to thrive even in the most extreme conditions. Let's work together to ensure that it remains a place of wonder for generations to come. Thank you for joining us on this journey to the center of the Earth. If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe for more amazing content. Don't forget to share your thoughts and comments below. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.